Hey Mixers, welcome back to another WNBA player props video. We're going to record Tuesday's video early before the Monday games have been played because there are a lot of props already out and the lines are moving. So I wanted to get you these as soon as possible. I did put them on X a couple of hours ago, so you can always check there for early picks before the lines move. But let's jump into some of these picks and we'll do both recaps in Wednesday's video. All right, guys, I have 3 best bets for you today, so you know what that means. If you are subscribed, like the video, and leave a comment with hashtag in the mix, you can choose 2 of those best bet props, and if they hit, then you'll be entered into a drawing for a cash prize. So the first one here is going to be Natasha Howard over 5.5 rebounds. After we took her under her rebounds against the Wings, this line moved down significantly, and the Sun give up the most rebounds in the entire league. So we definitely want to smash this over 5.5. I've already seen it go up to 6.5, and I even still kind of like it at 6.5. So I think Natasha Howard, obviously there's going to be some blowout potential here, but I think she could easily get double-digit rebounds if this stays at all competitive. But even if it doesn't, I think she can grab this in the first 2 quarters. So she's over in 12 of 22, and she's had 6 and 12 in 2 previous games against the Sun. The 12 game was the blowout, which is kind of interesting. So she got 12 rebounds in the blowout win and 6 in the game that was a little bit closer. So that's kind of interesting as well. Also, the one where she got 12 rebounds was the game that Caitlin played in, which none of it makes sense. But either way, I'm going over 5.5 rebounds on Natasha Howard against the Sun. Our next best bet is going to be Brittney Sykes. She just cashed for us, and we're going to go right back to her. Over 23.5 PRA. She's over in 11 of 18, and the Sparks just don't play defense at all. So they're weakest right under the hoop, which is where Brittney Sykes likes to score. She likes to drive in and get those layups. She takes 75% of her shots either above the break or right under the hoop. So I like her points as well at 15.5, but I think that she can get a few rebounds and assists for us as well. So we're going to take over 23.5 PRA. And then our third best bet is Kiki Iriafen. We're going right back to her over 18.5 points and rebounds. She's over in 14 of 21, and she only missed this line against the Dream 3 times, which they're one of the best rebounding teams in the league, the Sky and the Wings, who are 2 of the best rebounding teams in the league, and then the Lynx, who are one of the best teams against points in the league. And then the Sun game was a 40-point blowout. So those were the only times she missed this number. Her points line is set at 10.5, and I kind of like that points line as well. The rebounds line is 7.5, and I don't like that line as much because I do feel like there's some potential for her to land right on 7. Just because, the Sparks do have a lot of tall players, Azure Stevens. De'Arica Hamby's not that tall, but she might get crowded on the offensive board. So I think she's going to get her defensive rebounds. I'm just worried about getting those 1 to 3 offensive rebounds that she usually gets per game, which is why I just went with the PR line for a little bit of a combined total. And then I have 2 leans for you. Sonia Citron over 1.5 3-pointers made. She's over in 11 of 21 games, and the Sparks are weak above the break and on corner threes. And the corner 3 shot is the one that Sonia likes to take. So if you watch the games, you'll see Sonia post up on that close side corner 3. Well, I guess it depends on which side of the court you're looking at, but she'll post up on that weak side that the Sparks give up 3-pointers, and she'll take a couple threes, usually like 4 to 5 a game. And so I like her chances of sinking 2 here. I also like her points over 12.5. And then another lean is De'Arica Hamby under 26.5 PRA. There's one disclaimer here. She's under an 11 of 21, but she does play better at home, and they are playing at home. But she is under against the top 4 teams who don't give up rebounds and assists. So the Fever, the Lynx, the Mystics, and the Storm, those are all top 4 teams in not giving up rebounds and assists to their opponents. And she's under in all of those games except for this first one against the Lynx right in the early part of the season, where she had a bunch. So I like her chances to go under here. I've seen it at 25.5, and I don't like it as much there. I would maybe pivot to like under 10.5 points, under 10.5 rebounds and assists maybe, or just taking under 15.5 points. I would separate them because I feel like there's potential for her to go off in one category or another. I just think that she'll probably get her 7 rebounds that she normally gets. Her line is about 7.5. So I'd probably target the rebounds and assists over the points, but I think that she can go under all of them for us here. All right, guys, so let's just do a quick review of that. Natasha Howard over 5.5 rebounds. Brittney Sykes over 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and I also like points. Kiki Iriafen over 18.5 points and rebounds. I like the points better than the rebounds. And then Sony Citrone over 1.5 3-pointers is a lean. And our second lean is Dearica Hamby under 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I've seen this number go down already to 25.5. And at that point, I might just pivot to just rebounds or just assists or just points. Just kind of pick your poison there on which one you think she will have a bad game against. Thanks, guys. And I'll see you in Wednesday's video when we have a huge slate to cover.